Do you have trouble focusing on specific tasks? Like if you have to create a landing page or you have to sit down and write a series of emails, but you find it extremely difficult to sit down and actually accomplish that task, it is possible that you may have ADHD. Now, please note, I am not a doctor or a qualified professional to diagnose anybody with any kind of condition. So please proceed with caution and make sure you're contacting a physician if you have any concerns. But here, I wanted to talk about the things that I've been hearing from my friends who are in the entrepreneurial space who discovered that they had ADHD, because it's not the same as everybody else who tells you, oh, I just have some trouble focusing, or I can't seem to get that landing page going, or I've been procrastinating. It's not the same thing at all. And today I'm going to interview Anna Burns, who is an ADHD coach for moms. And she's going to tell you exactly her experience of diagnosing herself, of what she did to get help, and now how she became a successful coach who is featured on TV all the time, and how she deals with it. So be sure to stick around for that interview in case you find any parallels, and that can help you in starting to get things done in your business. But first, as a business coach, I wanted to kind of give you my 2 cents on how you can help yourself if you feel like focus is something that you struggle with. My name is Ina Coveney, marketing strategist and business coach, and this is the Superhumans podcast, where I interview the most successful people that I know to make sure that you get the right ideas and all the lessons so you can also thrive in your business. And today is all about this ADHD situation. So I'm going to tell you, I have had trouble focusing in the past. And let me tell you what that looks like. I am supposed to record this podcast every Monday. Right now, it is Sunday. I am 1 week late to recording this episode. And guess what? The episode for the following week is coming right at me. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to be recording that. So, what happened? Was it lack of focus? Well, a little bit. I was procrastinating. I had other things on my mind. I kept pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off. But finally, I just said to myself, okay, I really need to get this done. It is Sunday morning. I have a couple hours before I have to go pick up my kids at their grandparents' house. So I'm just going to buckle down and do it. So I did. I woke up, I put makeup on, and at the same time that I'm putting makeup on, it's not like I have like an innate drive. It's not like I'm thinking, yes, let's go and do this. It's not like I am motivated to do it. I am making myself do it because I know that I have to, because if I don't do it today, it's not going to get done. I know that about myself, and I am able to force myself to do tasks that maybe they're not coming naturally to me at the time. Maybe I'm not working out of complete inspiration or motivation, but I can make myself do things if I absolutely have to. Someone with ADHD has a really hard time doing what I just described. It's not the same for somebody without ADHD to procrastinate and to leave things for the last minute and to finally do it. For somebody with ADHD, it has to feel like they have a gun to their head. It has to feel like something is going to go completely, horribly wrong, and that they absolutely must do this right now or else. That is the only way that you can actually self-motivate an ADHD person to do a task. Otherwise, on a normal day, like today, it would just be impossible for them to just focus enough to make themselves do a task that they feel like they really need to do. And that's why we're talking about this. Because if you have felt like there are some things that you really can sharply focus on for a while, but there are some things that you can't, I want you to know that it's normal to have those things, the things that you're most interested in and the things that you're not, but it's not normal for you to be having such a hard time doing the things that you don't necessarily want to do in the moment. It's not normal to know that you have a task to do and physically be unable to make yourself do it, to have such a hard time getting out of bed, putting the makeup on, and pressing record on that video. It shouldn't be that hard. Is it for you? Because if it is, ADHD may be a thing in your life. And you just thought it was just something that everybody went through, right? Not everybody's motivated all the time. You are having a much harder time than everybody else. So I want you to listen to Anna Burns' explanation of how she stumbled upon whether she has ADHD or not and what she did to resolve it and how she helps others with it. But from my perspective as a business coach, what I care about is that you know that if you need help, you should be able to ask for it. That this is not a matter where you find out you have ADHD and then you go and what? Get medication, get therapy. Yes, all those things are going to help you. But there are ways for you to say, you know what? There are other people out there whom I can pay to get things done for me and relieve some of the pressure from you. So I wanted to inject that possibility in your mind that there is a chance that you could get things done if you just got some help. And we all do this in different parts of our business. If there are things that I just can't seem to bring myself to do, I can hire somebody to go and do it. If there are things that I feel like I just don't have time to do, I can hire somebody to do it. And you can do this actually in a very inexpensive way. Not every person that you hire is going to be $2,000 a month. You can hire somebody for 5 hours a week at $20 an hour. Or even if you go overseas, it could be even cheaper than that. So I wanted to introduce to you the concept of getting additional help in your business so that you can actually get the things that you want to get done while you deal with anything that may be going on with ADHD. Now, if you don't have ADHD, but you're curious to see how you can help your clients who may have ADHD, listen to this episode. Listen to how Anna describes the hangups that she's having. We've all had them. We've all had clients who are dragging their feet, and we think to ourselves, why can't they do this? Why can't they just turn on the camera? Why can't they just write that email? If you suspect that some of your clients may be struggling with this and they've just not been diagnosed yet, this episode may help you understand them better. So without further ado, why don't I introduce you to my great friend, Anna Burns. Dr. Anna Burns, PT DTP, is an ADHD coach for moms with ADHD. With over a decade of experience as a pelvic health physical therapist and a degree in psychology, she has combined her love for the physical, mental, and emotional aspects of ADHD into her one-on-one and group coaching programs. She provides strategies, tools, clarity, and accountability to help fellow ADHD moms like herself create a life that supports the ADHD brain so they can show up authentically in life with more energy, less overwhelm, and more self-compassion. So I will leave you with this interview. If you're watching on YouTube, all you have to do is click here to watch the interview. And if you're listening on the podcast, this episode begins now.